Consistently ranked as the top amusement park in the United States and among the top on the entire planet, Cedar Point is an incredible destination that is sure to please any kind of traveler. Experience 17, yes, 17 roller coasters and 3 areas packed with rides and attractions for families and kids. Conquer the top thrill Dragster, get dizzy on the corkscrew, fall from new heights on the power tower. Sit back and be sure to watch till the end as we unpack all there is to see and do at Cedar Point. Located about 65 miles west of Cleveland, Ohio, just outside the town of Sandusky, Cedar Point sits on the shore of Lake Erie. This means that as you crest the hill of the tallest roller coasters, you get to look out on the beautiful lake before sailing down near vertical drops at speeds of well over 85 miles per hour. The designers and testers at Cedar Point have a few words they always keep in mind: bigger, faster, taller, and more. Millennium Force surely lives up to this fame. Riders soar to heights of 300 feet and race around over 6,000 feet of track, 6,600 to be exact, at a top speed of 93 miles per hour. Unlike some other roller coasters in the park, Millennium Force does not put its riders upside down. Instead, the speed and length of the coaster are really its strong suits, and there are a few zero-gravity hills that make riders feel like they are floating. This roller coaster is best experienced first thing in the morning, right when the park opens, as the lines for this ride later in the day can be super long. If your need for speed has not been satisfied, head over to the top thrill Dragster. This famous and iconic Cedar Point coaster propels riders at over 120 miles an hour from a fixed position in 3.8 seconds. Imagine that. You are sitting still, and then in just under 4 seconds, you are racing towards a vaulted curve that takes you 420 feet straight up at a 90-degree incline. Don't blink when you reach the top, because then you find yourself hurtling back to Earth at a crazy 90-degree angle. This ride is not for the faint of heart. Once you get off the top thrill Dragster, a great place to take a breath and put your toes in the sand is Cedar Point Beach. This was one of the first attractions at Cedar Point and is included in the price of admission. No need to worry about big waves with the kids as you cool off in Lake Erie. Take an hour or take all day to experience Cedar Point Beach. It's always good to pack a change of clothes when visiting Cedar Point, especially when you're headed to the beach. Once you change, head back into the park and check out Gemini, a wooden coaster where you get to race another roller coaster car. That's right, you get to pick whether you want the red team or the blue team, then hop on your chosen car and you are off. Race the other car through all sorts of drops and twists and turns. There is only one winner. Will it be you? They don't call Cedar Point the roller coaster capital of the world for no reason, and one legendary coaster is the Volve Run. On this coaster, riders are initially lifted 223 feet in the air before the ride almost stops. It dangles its passengers before they fly down a nearly 90-degree angle before experiencing a legendary Malma maneuver that will disorient even the most stoic of the bunch. The ride is not over though. Go up another 120 feet before plowing back down again, this time also at 90 degrees, before you blow through more twists, turns, and loops. Strap on. This is a great one. Catch your breath and take a seat on the Cedar Point and Lake Erie Railroad. This is one of the last fully functioning steam-powered locomotives in the world. Enjoy a nearly 2-mile trip as you experience living history scenes from a cast of silly characters. Watch them reenact life on the American frontier, including singing workers, fire brigades, and shootouts. This is definitely a family-friendly attraction that everyone will enjoy. There is also another attraction that the whole family will really enjoy. Think of it as part of Escape Room, Choose Your Own Adventure, and Amazing Race, all rolled into one. Welcome to Forbidden Frontier on Adventure Island. Start by pulling your group across the perilous Snake River in the Crystal Rock Rafts. Then, discover Etta Camp, and there is no telling what treasures await you there. Progress through 2 additional camps, the Farmer's Camp and the Vagabond Camp, before coming out into High Ground, the final challenge on Adventure Island. Allow a good hour or so for this attraction that the whole family will love. After you feel like you have your wits about you again, it's time to take to the sky again, this time on the Power Tower. This vertical drop ride takes riders 230 feet in the air on one of 4 side-by-side towers and then stops. Then, the ride drops you back the same way you came, this time at over 60 miles per hour. Imagine being that high up and the ground is racing towards you. Good thing you're strapped in tight. And there's still more roller coasters to experience. Once you've conquered your fear of heights, head over to Magnum XL 200. As the first hypercoaster and the first coaster ever to top 200 feet, this is truly a trailblazing ride. Accelerate to over 72 miles per hour as you go through various turns and loops, including the signature pretzel loop. This award-winning roller coaster should be on every traveler's must-do list. Adjacent to Cedar Point is an incredible water park, Cedar Point Shores. Here, riders can enjoy a variety of slides and other attractions along the shore of Lake Erie. Take a relaxing lazy river ride on your own inner tube at Cedar Creek. Ride the waves of the wave pool known as Breakaway Bay. Zoom down the twisted enclosed slides at Lake Erie Nor'easter. Have your whole family and friends join in the water slide fun as you race down Storm Surge together in a raft. Go into complete darkness on the portside plunge, where riders zoom down a blackout slide, completely unaware of where the twists and turns are. Although the focus of the park may be first more geared towards roller coasters and other thrill rides, little kids will love Cedar Point too, as there are many options for them to enjoy. Ride high on the balloon race. Dodge and bump into different cars at Joe's Cool Dodgem School. Experience a classic carousel at the Kitty Kingdom Carousel. Take flight on the round-style helicopter ride. With so many different rides to choose from, it may be tricky getting your little ones to leave the park at the end of the day. If riding all the roller coasters and water park rides has worked up an appetite, Cedar Point definitely has you covered. With over 70 eating establishments ranging from snacks to sit-down restaurants, there is something for every palate. Coasters Drive-In offers classic diner fare, from burgers to shakes to various salads, all in a 1950s-style decor. Derby Dogs sells just what you think of: hot dogs. Choose from a few different options of meat and pile it high with plenty of options for toppings. And Cedar Point also offers a more upscale restaurant, Bay Harbor at Cedar Point Marina. Watch the boats in the marina as you dine on classic lobster bisque or fried calamari. It's the perfect way to end a day at the park. And Cedar Point offers a good number of choices for accommodations as well. Lighthouse Point is a lakefront community that offers cabins, cottages, and RV sites and is within walking distance to both Cedar Point and Cedar Point Shores. The Express Hotel offers 419 guest rooms for the more fiscally conscious. Castaway Bay has its own indoor water park. Sawmill Creek features an 18-hole golf course, a spa, and event space. The flagship hotel on the property is the Hotel Breakers. Situated right on Lake Erie, the hotel offers 699 hotel rooms to choose from. The hotel also has 3 full-service restaurants, a handful of bars, and outdoor fire pits, along with beach games and activities. The fun doesn't stop when you leave the park. Cedar Point is known for its roller coasters. The park has among the fastest and highest of any amusement park in the world. But one of the great things about Cedar Point is there is so much to do even if you are not into roller coasters. Relax on the shores of Lake Erie. Follow the kids around on one of the many kids rides in the park. Take a breath and eat at one of the many restaurants. With so much to see and do at Cedar Point, it is no wonder why it has been called the greatest amusement park in the United States. Come and see for yourself.